Play it again.
I want it.
The Allies are calling it chronosphere technology. My sources tell me it is done with extremely high energy signals.
I want it.
Comrade, how?
I am surrounded by idiots. Do whatever it takes. Steal it. Take it from them. Nadia, tell your spies I want detailed plans. If Gradenko had not allowed Einstein to slip through our fingers, that weapon would be ours now.
Comrade, we do have a lead. An Allied base outside SETI is sending out very strong energy signals. I believe this is where the chronosphere hides. There are 3 separate control centers we've identified there.
Take control of all 3. Do not allow them to destroy that which is rightfully ours. General?
Welcome back. In this video, I will be playing through missions 12 and 13. Mission 12 is pretty straightforward. I start off by building my base where the previous Allied base was after clearing them out. I try to keep my Mammoth tank alive. For one, it's expensive to replace. For another, Mammoth tanks can regenerate their health back up to half of their health. This basically makes them a literal tank, where they can soak up damage, and given that they survive, will be good to go for the next fight. Also, they have anti-air rockets. No other tank has anti-air capabilities. After establishing my base, building it out, and securing it, I'm ready to explore. I'm scouting for more resources as well as seeing where the enemy is mining. All the while, I'm mining and building Mammoth tanks. The battle here is brutal. The enemy has a larger army, so I risk losing my Mammoth tanks. Losses are heavy on both sides, but I'm able to reinforce my army quicker. This allows me to control the ore field that we are both mining from. They make another push, but I successfully repel them. At this point, I am in control. I clear out the enemy units that are scattered around the map. I uncover a tech center that I decide to capture. I'm not sure whether this affects the mission, so I want to be safe. Now I just park my army of Mammoth tanks outside their base and keep reinforcing them until I'm comfortable with the size of my army. By now, the enemy tech center I captured has launched the GPS satellite, giving me visibility across the whole map, except for the 2 areas that have been blocked out by gap generators. I decide my army is large enough at this point, so I attack and quickly overrun the enemy base. I aim for the power plants in order to take the gap generators offline. I leave some of the enemy buildings intact because I want to capture them. The naval units give me some trouble. They managed to destroy my sub-pen a few times. I build some subs to clear out the naval units. I then captured the naval yard and build a cruiser. This is probably the Allies' best unit, but this was also a mistake. The cruiser begins attacking the island with terrible accuracy. It's a good idea to save because the cruiser may accidentally destroy the chronosphere or one of the tech centers surrounding it that I need to capture. I build some transports and transport my Mammoth tanks across. I carefully destroy all the defense around the tech centers. Then I carefully capture the tech centers. This part is stressful because there's a timer.
I cannot believe they would risk keeping Einstein in such a poorly defended area.
Believe it or not, they did. And now we have him. The transmitter is undetectable and has a range of 500 miles.
What makes you think the Allies will try to rescue him? Certainly they think he died in the attack on the base.
That would have been true, had I not leaked information about Einstein's capture and scheduled execution. The Allies will come for their prize.
And we will be able to track him through his watch.
Yes, comrade. And he will lead us right to the chronosphere.
Einstein is gone, comrade.
Allied coordinates coming in now.
With the chronosphere and the Iron Curtain, soon we will stand invincible. Prepare a strike team.
Be careful. The Allied radar automatically sends a destruct code to the chronosphere if an intruder is detected. If you are detected before the radar is captured, we could lose the chronosphere.
Losing the chronosphere is not an option.
We've made it to mission 13. This is the second to last mission. I build my base as usual. I find 2 ore fields, so I try to build my refineries close to each of them. I build a wall of defenses of alternating Tesla coils and mammoth tanks. It works pretty well. Enemy attacks are pretty heavy, so it's worth it to invest in good defense. I start scouting with a small army of mammoth tanks. I discover the ore field the enemy is mining and park my army there. At the same time, I built an airfield and am using my spy plane to also scout out the map. Once my army is large enough, I push into the enemy base. I target the defense structures and the power plants as usual. I try to find all the radar domes, and there are quite a few. After locating all of them, I destroy them. This is also quite challenging. There is this secluded base. It is reached by a long bridge. The bridge gets destroyed when I try to get to the base, so I need to build a sub-pen to transport my tanks over after clearing out the naval units. I reach the base only to find that there's no radar dome there. Now this is where it gets weird. If you capture the chronosphere, you will fail the mission. There are 2 ways to win the mission. The first way is probably the intended way, but I think very few people can figure that out. You have to build an Iron Curtain the chronosphere, and then capture it. The second way is straightforward. Destroy everything. You don't even need to capture the chronosphere. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.